Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color. How are you? So the message of the day is compassion. So beautiful. All right. I think you all know what compassion means. It's, compassion for yourself, compassion for others, compassion for the world, for compassion for the animals, the planet. So that's why I put up the heart thing. All right. And I'm going to explain the symbol to you. I don't know if I have anything to write on. All right. Yeah, let me do that. Well, let me throw the card first. I did a lot of spiritual, clearing work myself last night. And boy, it was really profound. It was really profound. I feel really, really much more open, much more receptive, much more receptive. The heart is where we receive. The heart is where we receive. And the heart of the matter is the heart of the matter. I'll explain it to you in a little bit. Okay. Let's see what the card of the day is, okay? Here we are. She's practical. So all queens have patience, right? That's the energy of the cards. Queens have patience. And kings have knowledge. Pages have inklings. And knights take action. Pages have this energy of use, of starting. Knights are they act on it, right? And then kings and queens are older and they have more experience. And then so queens have patience. So she is the pentacles, right? So the pentacles are the physical world. Pentacles are money and security and health and food and home, things that are in the physical world. It could be stocks and bonds, things that are real. I mean, stocks and bonds aren't real, but you know what I mean. Gold. Physical assets. So the Queen of Pentacles, I always understood, this is the way I understand her. The Queen of Pentacles knows how to make the money and knows how to spend it wisely, how to utilize it wisely. So I think of her as a single mother. I mean, she's definitely married to the king. She's definitely married to the king. Other suits are not so clear. But she's very abundant. She's very fertile. She's kind of Mother Earth. The Venus, the Empress is Mother Earth, but she's a goddess. It's a whole different animal. It's much more I don't know, miraculous in a way, right? But she's really fertile, and she's very she's loving, but she's practical, so she's not smothering. The Queen of Cups in her negative fashion could be a bit smothering. The Queen of Cups can be a little lost in how she feels, right? This one is like, no, I'm the practical mother. So that means you have to do your homework. That means that I make healthy food for the children. You can have a cookie, but you can only have one cookie or two, whatever. You can't eat the whole freaking box, which is what I like to do. So I always, for me, in a way, she's like the single mother in that, let's say she makes a certain amount of money and she has two kids, right? And they're say 2 years apart and they're the same sex. So she goes out at the, in the fall, and she goes and buys a warm coat for the older one, but she buys a quality-ish coat, not the most expensive, but not a piece of crap either, so that she could utilize it again in a year or two, and the other one gets bigger. She's practical. She's loving and practical, and she's smart with money. She's smart with money, and she's patient with herself. She's patient with herself, She's, and she's patient with her children, and she's patient with like allowing things to grow. There's certain plants upstairs that there are certain plants upstairs that grow more slowly than others, right? And like I've replanted my rose how many times? 3 or 4 times to find the right soil, the right conditions, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to try to explain the symbol to you. All right. So the Star of David, the 6-pointed star. I don't have a pen. You're going to be kidding me. Oh, I do. So in alchemy, I'll explain the difference to you between a 5-pointed star and a 6-pointed star today. Okay. In alchemy, this is the symbol of fire, an upward triangle. Because fire goes up, right? Flames do that. And that's like the energy of like desire, the energy of action, right? Action. It's like masculine. So it's really us reaching up. Like I I desire to connect vertically, right? There's a vertical. That's fire. Sorry. And then ancient symbols are very profound, very profound. The upside down triangle, like so, ta-da, is a symbol of water. Because water, if there's water on, like the waterfall, water just naturally, goes into gravity. So it'll fill, right? You water a plant, it goes down to the roots. And water will change with whatever container it's in, right? Fire makes the container. Water is limited in its container in its own way. A pool, a lake, like that. And that is the feminine aspect. And that's like the energy of the Godhead, like intuition, water is intuition, coming down, right? And like delivering messages. You get an idea, you get a feeling, it comes down. So the combination of the two is my desire to reach to speak or to connect with heaven, my desire, right? And then heaven coming through with the message, with intuition, is the feminine. Like I receive, you receive water. So like an empty, like an indent in the ground will become a pool. It receives, it receives the information, it receives the healing, it receives. So one is actively, it's like the masculine, it's duality. So one is actively going after, like an assertive energy, and then the other one. And then you combine the two. You hear the dogs? They wait for me. When you combine the two, you have the union, right? So that's what this symbol is really about. You have the union of, like being in meditation, like I connect to the earth and I connect to heaven, and I'm the conduit between the physical world, the earth, and the heavenly realm. It's really about bringing the light into your own body here on the earth. The other thing is, like, if you do like a pyramid, like say a 3-sided pyramid. So if you make this into 3D, and you get one spinning one way and the other spinning the other way, that's the Merkaba. The Merkaba is the chariot, is the vehicle, which is the heart, to connect heaven and earth. So it's a very profound symbol, a very profound symbol. Now, the 5-pointed star is really more the symbol of man in a way. It's also the symbol of Venus. It's very interesting because Venus, when we look at her, So, Venus is the morning star and the evening star. She has this really odd orbit. Sometimes she's there, sometimes she's there, sometimes so what ends up happening with Venus, and Venus is, one of the symbols of wealth and comfort, right? So if we're here on the earth in the middle, I can't, it's very confusing. We're in the middle of this energy, right? Sometimes you see it there, sometimes you see it there. So what ends up happening is when you combine them, that's why. Because Venus, like I can't make it. You understand what it is, right? If you put those points and, oh, God almighty. Duh, 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 duh. Okay, that worked, right? That's why roses are one of the symbols of Venus, because originally it was a 5-petaled flower. Now you know. And it's really about the 4 elements, and then so the 5 elements in alchemy. I know I'm giving a whole lesson today. The 5 elements in alchemy are earth, water, fire, air, right? 4. And the 5th one is the ether, which brings the whole thing together. The ether contains elements of all, the quintessence is what they call it. And that's the energy. It's like bringing it all together and making it, a whole, making it a unified whole. So that's the energy of the 5, the pentacle. And then the energy of the 6 is more, the 6 is a little bit more solid, a little bit more stable. So those are the energies. Now you know. All right. I offer meditations. I offer healings. I offer readings. I offer, a beautiful class. So go check it out. I'm open. Have a lovely day. Queen of Pentacles. Be practical. Be fertile. Be practical. Use your time and I understand Pentacles as time too. Use your time and your resources wisely. Be patient. And so that's the energy of the day. All right. I spoke for a long time today. Blessings. I can never find the buttons. It's like the story of my life. Where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the mouse? Where's the button? Okay, bye.